all of our panelists and stakeholders who love children. And I believe most of the people here do love that, if not all of us. PICO has been involved with working on healthcare as a whole, but in particular, one of our initial efforts was dealing with CHIP and making sure that all of our children were covered. It comes from a moral position, because PICO is a faith-based network. And I think what drove us initially was looking into our communities, because what we do and how we work is from the grassroots up. And looking at the pain that our people were feeling and what they were experiencing as a result of not having their children covered. For instance, I look at my own hometown of Camden, New Jersey, and Camden, New Jersey is one of the poorest cities in our nation. And it was always difficult for me talking to my congregation about how much God loved them and how much He cared for them when they couldn't take their own children to get necessary care to deal with colds and flus and things of this nature, but they had to go through these strange avenues to get some care. And so trying to make the two ends meet and make some sense out of it was one of our great challenges, because we believe, as from a PICO standpoint, that healthcare is a moral right for every human being, as well, especially our children. And so PICO has been working nationwide, especially in areas like Kansas City and Colorado. Colorado just this month celebrated 100,000 kids covered, and they're still counting, trying to get all of our children covered. And also in Kansas City, Missouri, they're doing some work to reinstate health care coverage to about 6,000 Missouri children. And in Florida, which is one of the states with the highest number of uninsured children in the country, today they're working with our faith leaders in Pico, Florida, to kind of put pressure on the state to make sure this happens. There's a lot of grassroots effort as far as going door to door, checking in with schools, checking in with neighborhoods, churches, and the like, to make sure that our kids are covered and get everyone. There's 5 million who are still lingering out there, make sure that they have some coverage. So we're doing a lot of grassroots work. We're doing a lot of calls, doing a lot of checking, internal checking, to find out where these children are in our PICO network family.
Thank you, Reverend. And I think as exciting as all of these stories are, it is also really heartening to know our other partners here in the audience who are doing this all across the country in their different ways, as well as all the others that we're going to be enlisting in the next period of time. So why don't we open it up a little bit for some questions from the audience to our panelists? Yes.